Hi guys, I hope you are all having a wonderful weekend. I wanted to try and film a quick video about homeschool pages. I posted, I believe it was something in Instagram. I got a lot of feedback from everybody everybody was just kind of interested in how I'm planning my homeschool and what we do during the summer, and we had some questions about that. So I thought I would show you guys what I'm doing. I am trying a new lens to see if it will help with the problems that I was having with the focusing going in and out all the time, and it just seemed to be making a lot of noise. So hopefully this is going to work. Sliding a few things around. So hopefully this is going to work a little bit better. So what I thought I would do is just kind of run through what we do, and I am going to zoom you guys in a little. That's about as close as I can get it, and let you guys sort of see what it is that we do, or that I do, I guess. So I printed some pages and kind of set them up the way that I do when we're in school. So let me make sure this focuses. Okay, so when we're in school, I will put my top 3 for the week up here at the top. I used a different font that was a little bolder than what I normally use, so that you guys would be able to kind of see it on the screen. And then in our homeschool, I'm gonna turn it sideways so you can see everything. In our homeschool, this is for the younger kids, we do classical conversations. So that's what the memory work is. It's specific to CC. We try to read aloud every day, and we pick chapter books. Right now we're reading the first Harry Potter. We have a 3, 6, 7, 13-year-old that are at home, and a 21-year-old as well. And it's just something we do as a family. We'll pick different books and read them. This is the second one I think we've done. We do a little bit of Latin. We do handwriting, math, and reading, and that's really all we focus on right now. In the memory work, there is science and history, so I'll expand upon those subjects when we go over something that they're interested in, but at especially the younger kids' ages, and this Foundations is for the 7 and 6-year-old and the 3-year-old sort of. It's more interest-led at that point. So these are the topics I try to cover every week. Now this is Fish's version version V3S2. I think that's how you say it, V3S2. And what I do with this is I will put a piece of washi over the dates, because I really just need the blocks. During the school year, I do not stress about what did they do each day and laying it out that way. I kind of lay it out for the week. Things I want to touch on, things I want to hit. In CC, we actually have guides. So let me wait for that to come back into focus. There we go. We have a foundations guide, we have a challenge guide, depending on what level you're in. So I don't have to actually plan every piece of work. But let's say Henry is working on a particular reading skill. I would note that here and say he's not doing well with rhyming, or with the different kinds of E sounds, E, E, A, learning the differences. So whatever it is specific that I need to do that week is what I'm going to note here. I always refer back to the Foundations Guide for the bulk of their work. We do all about reading and reading in 100 easy lessons for our reading lessons. My 6-year-old and 7-year-old are doing 2 different things. Math, we use Saxon. And they're doing the same thing. Handwriting, sometimes I pick copy work, and then we also do handwriting without tears. Latin, we use Song School Latin at this age. We do it very lightly, and in addition to what they learn in their memory work, just to give them a little bit more exposure to vocabulary. Memory work is all of their strands, so there are 7 things they go over each week. We do a history sentence, we do a science principle, we do a math topic, we do a grammar, we do something in Latin, we do, I know I'm forgetting something. And off right now, off the top of my head, I can't remember what it is. I did not bring my CC stuff up here. So that's what I use this for. Now, the way the layout is there's a notes page that goes with it. So on this page is specific to Henry and Lily. This is my 7-year-old and my 6-year-old. And then over here I make the chart. This is your weekly chart specific to what we're doing. So I put, the numbers in and the things that I want to make sure we're doing as often as possible every week. I just jot them down and checking them off. So this is really notes. More notes is something specific per the kid. And then I do this here. So things that I would write over here could be in the notes section here at the bottom, what their topic is. Because every week during the school year, the kids do a presentation. So what is their topic for next week? Or what library books do I need to go pick up? Or do I need to go to the library this week? Or if we're going to do a science experiment, things like that. So that's what these are for. That's how I use them. Now what I do is I print 2 copies of these. Then on the other side, I have, this is Jack's, my son Jack. This is his set of plans and notes. Now, during the school year, this is going to be a little different. I'm teaching Challenge A, tutoring Challenge A, and my son is in Challenge B, okay? So the checklist and the notes page is going to be what's going on with him in Challenge B. This side is going to be my side, and it's going to be what happens in my Challenge A seminar. I can make notes if I need to make sure that I bring something for an example in our math class, or what is our upcoming topic in research, or for rhetoric, I want to bring this example of an argument in that I found. That's how I plan to use this page during the school year. And my battery is flashing. So give me just a second. Let me change the battery out and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. But we are fully charged now. Okay. So what I was saying was during the school year, I'm going to use this side for my stuff. And I'm going to use this side for Jack's stuff because he's in a different class this year and he's not going to be in my seminar. I'm not going to have direct note plans or lesson plans just for him. I'm going to have just taking notes and keeping up. There's a lot of spots on that. Notes and keeping up with, just what's going on with his class, when he has mock trials, science experiment, due dates, things like that. So that's what I'm going to kind of note here for him, but then this will be more for my lesson plans. Now, the way this is organized is to kind of be the way it is here. So I would have a week, a note page, the next week, a note page. But I keep this, I just reprint it twice so that everything matches up. And then on the outsides, instead of the following week, I do a blank notes page and I have a blank notes page. So the way this fits into my planner is here is my week flap, full weekly fold, I think is what they call it. And I do weekly planning and details in here. And then I have my note page. And then in the summertime, I try to make things a little bit easier. So what I do here is I handwrite, I want to make sure we do our daily reading lesson and that we do our read aloud every day. I want to make sure we do devotion and we have instrument practice. Then I have my things over here and check them off. I don't have to do everything every day. So we were able to keep up with reading lessons and the read aloud because I had a friend staying here while we were out of town Monday and Tuesday. So I just kind of jot down what my goals are, what my ideas are, and then take any notes. And I really use the weekly chart more in the summer probably than during the school year. So as you can see, it's the same setup. I just do a little bit more prep work because I'm using it a little differently. But it allows me to use the same plans 2 different ways and make them work for what I need. So that's what I do there, notes here. Now over the summer with Jack, I'm planning what he's working on every day. So by doing that, I'm using it this way. For the school year, his main focus would be on this page and I would have notes here. My top 3 things I want to do in seminar, anything special. Sometimes what I use these sections for would be, and it would be like this, would be if there's something specific I need to find. So if in geography we're going to be going over Asia and we've been going over South Africa, then I'm going to have to remember, make sure I have a good map, make sure I have any information that I want to have about Asia to discuss with the kids, that kind of thing. So that is what we're looking at. So for homeschooling, I do things differently in the summer. It's a little bit more relaxed. If we miss a day or we miss an activity, I don't stress about it. It's just, it's just a day, it's just an activity, and that's all it is. So, yeah, so that's what I do for homeschooling. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's helpful. Again, I found these on DIY Fish on Etsy. She has an amazing blog. Her name is Shang, and she is amazing. She's really amazing. If you have any questions, you can contact her through Etsy. You can contact her through the Facebook group, DIY Fish Life Mapping, I believe is what it's called. And you can do that. Again, this particular layout is V3S2. I do it in A5. Previously, I've always done it in A4 and printed it that way, and then just kind of cut it down. This time I actually printed it in A5 and cut it down that way, and there's a reason for that, but I'll explain that in my plan with me. But it's, they're super easy to do. The thing I really love about these is if I mess up something, I can just go downstairs, print another page, and start over. So that is probably the biggest thing. I know a lot of people don't like to use Fish because everything's a download and print, but if you go to the Facebook group, there's like 3 or 4 ladies who you can contact, and for a fee, you send them the file, they cut, they print everything to, I believe, to your specifications. I don't know if you can pick your paper or if you have, I'm not sure because I just do mine myself. My paper is a cotton paper, and it is 32 pound. That is very thick, but it works for me. I use a lot of fountain pens. This is a Lamy Safari here. I use a lot of TWSBI pens. This paper is amazing for fountain pens to write on. And then the other thing I really like is I have very little bleed through if I stamp, which I do stamp as well. There's no bleed through. This is just really great paper. It's really good quality, and it writes beautifully. So I've been really, really pleased with this. But yeah, that's my setup. This is how I use it during the summer months. It's a little different. And then, so when I'm making my weekly plans, I just never even got to write these on the actual page. I have a note page, and then when I'm doing my weekly chart, if things are different or weird, I have a notes page. So I personally like that. Now, when I do that, then the next thing is I have, then my pages start. So my weekly chart is directly on the back of Monday, and then I have the rest of my week written out. This is my Bible verse that I'm writing, and I ran out of space, so the rest of it's up here. Yeah, and then my hyperdex, which I absolutely love. I tried to do more stamping this week. This is a stamp from Studio L2E, and I tried to color code it to who it belonged to. Yeah, so I'm not sure how I like that. I didn't move these over, but then here is my Saturday and my Sunday, and then it all wraps up. And so when I do my plan with me, is I will take the whole week. Sorry, I picked up extra page somewhere. Oh, that's my June bill, so let's put that under here. So then when I archive everything, I'll take everything, including my lesson plans. So if there was something important in here that I felt I needed to be able to find again, then I go to my index or my context page, and I put everything to the date of where it was. So if there was something important school-wise, I'd stick it here as well. And then I could just go back and say, oh, that was in that week. So, and I haven't had anything since last week. And so, I don't have anything this week. I won't mark anything, and if I do, I will. So that's how I use it. That's where it goes in my planner. I hope that was helpful, and I hope that gives you some ideas about how you can homeschool, or how I organize my homeschool, I guess is the better way. And the thing I really love about this is everything is in my A5. As you can see, my rings are tight and they're closed. I can close everything down, and then if something were to happen, I can take this out and I can throw this in my car, and I have everything that I need for planning everything. Now in my personal, which is right here, I do not have school stuff. I have schedules. I have, you know, for example, for this week, it was just what we had going on. You know, sometimes I'm more sticker happy than in other times. But yeah, so this is the week, but there's no school stuff. I do have more information about my kids. I have sizes because if I'm out shopping or I'm looking for Christmas presents or anything like that, I'm going to have this book with me. I'm not going to have my big book. Now, if I know I'm going to be out, for example, music lessons, we're out for an hour and a half while the kids are doing lessons, I'm usually working in my planner. So I do carry this with me, but I'm sitting in my van and working on stuff. Sorry, it keeps focusing, but it's doing it silently, which is better than what I've had before. So that's the difference between these two books. This is literally calendar. What do I need to do? Where do I need to be? That kind of stuff. This is everything. Social media, homeschool, dailies, monthlies, forward planning, everything is in this book. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. I hope that answered some of your questions. If you have more questions, don't forget to leave me a comment below and I will be happy to get back with you as soon as I can. Have a great weekend and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye-bye.